Welcome back, everybody, to the Taste Buds podcast. As always, it's Paul Reed fan, aka Drew, along with
Ben, aka Sauce.
And Kenny, also known as Infinite K.
yeah. So today it might be a little bit of a learning curve, as this is our first podcast. We're doing virtual, so might be a hiccup here and there, but I think we'll get through it. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing
Uh,
pretty well.
Doing pretty
Awesome.
good. On top of the virtual hurdle we're dealing with, I'm also climbing right now. I'm at a rock climbing gym, so if
Are
I
you serious?
grunt or yeah, I am. I'm climbing.
What? That's
So
insane. Okay, I'll
well,
I'll 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 be in charge
anything for
of.
the pod.
Yeah, I'll be in charge of and like keeping everybody on topic. That I can't believe we didn't go
Okay,
over that before anything started.
Yeah.
Kenneth
That's
knew.
okay though. Okay. Well, let's jump right into this.
Yep.
Obviously, it was an awesome weekend. A lot of football being played from around Thursday to Monday night. I'm sorry. Let's start off with those first games. What do you guys take away from those college semifinal games? They were crazy. Obviously, we have Ohio State and Notre Dame advancing to the championship. What do you guys, Kenneth, talk about Penn State a little bit? Because obviously that's kind of your second team. Your sister went there, so you root for them. But tell me what are your reactions to the Nittany Lions falling to Notre Dame?
I feel like that should have been a Penn State. Penn State should have rolled Notre Dame there, but
It
honestly,
felt like they were going to.
yeah, it felt like they were gonna come close to like running away with it when they went up like what 24 to 10,
Yeah,
13 or
it
something.
was. It felt like they were in control.
Yeah, and then offense just fell apart towards the end of the game. Drew Aller made a mistake,
He made it tough.
which caused
He
them
made
to
it tough.
lose. Yeah, but that very final mistake was like the
Ugh.
very end of it. He said he was going through his progressions and just try to throw it at the guy's feet.
He was getting hit. I know he said he was
Yeah,
trying to throw it away and just not get an intentional grounding, but he put air under that ball.
yeah,
It was still like, say that the receiver sat down there, he would have caught it. Like if that was the route concept, it was not going to be at anyone's feet. That was a awful throw across his body. Drew Aller
yeah.
should stay in the should not go to the NFL. Yeah, I think that's what we got from there. And Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, played very physical. Um, Obviously, they get the win. First black coach in the college football championship.
The winner of that game was gonna get that award, or that get that
That other
history
guy
mark.
is the Baldy black.
The James Franklin, yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's
Sorry,
why,
James.
yeah. James
Okay,
Franklin, if you're watching this, sorry,
that's on us.
that is on us.
Yep.
That's on me. I'm so sorry. Okay, switching over to Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State is disgusting. They have such a good defense. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
That play at the end of the first half was the game changer. I thought Texas was really going to go in, but I think if you're a Texas fan, take away from this that you're close. I hopefully are they retaining Arch Manning?
yeah,
They are.
yeah.
Yeah. Quinn Ewers is not that guy. He
Yeah.
didn't even play the worst. He obviously made some mistakes, took some bad sacks, but
He also threw
Ohio
that
State stayed
crucial
rolling.
interception though.
Yeah, no, he made some mistakes.
Yeah.
I would I
He,
think my pick before my pick to win the entire thing was Ohio State, and it looks like that's going to happen. Yeah, I would if we're previewing the championship game now, I think Ohio State outclasses them. I think they'll roll through Notre Dame. Notre Dame's physical, but I don't think it matters. Ohio State is your national champion.
oh yeah.
Boom. Okay.
So
Awesome.
to stay on the topic of college football,
Yep.
do we think Penn State is going to be more dominant next season as they are retaining Drew Aller, Nick Singleton, and Katron Allen? They're only losing an offensive piece and Tyler Warren to the draft.
Yeah.
Do we think that they're going to be back in the same situation and maybe be even better?
They'll be back. Their offense with Drew Aller. I mean, Drew Aller was how many interceptions did he throw during the regular season? It was not a lot.
I'm checking right now.
It was like 3.
Yeah, he did throw a lot.
Drew Aller and Herbert had like a similar collapse. They both were like, don't turn it over in the regular season, and shit their poo-poo pants in the playoffs.
He threw 8 total interceptions.
That's more than I thought.
2 of them came against Oregon in the Big Ten championship game. One of them came against Ohio State. He threw 3 against USC, but he still threw for 400 yards.
Yeah.
And then,
I thought it was less.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know. He was not locked in.
Yeah.
Ben, do you have any thoughts on this, or do you want to keep rolling?
No, we can keep rolling.
Okay.
And then our last topic for college football section is Carson Beck going to the University of Miami. What are the thoughts on that?
Get that money, I guess.
Yeah.
NIL is very messed up to where he can make more than many NFL Pro Bowlers and All Pros.
He's making more than Jaden Daniels, by the way, guys.
We'll have a discussion sometimes. I think after college football ends, we'll talk a little bit about what we think about NIL and the state of it. But as we're transitioning to NFL, who do you guys have winning it all? I got Ohio State. Obviously, they were my pick going into the college football playoffs. Kenneth, I think, has Ohio State. Ben?
Ohio State.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Along with those awesome college games, we had some wild card games. Only really one good one.
Yeah.
But let's go in order. Obviously, Texans. It's a close game, but the Texans beat up on the Chargers. It happened in the fourth quarter, but that final score is awful.
Yeah.
I think the big talk on this is Herbert. What do you guys think about Herbert? Is he in trouble? Are you guys giving him more excuses? What are your take on Herbert? Does he suck? Is he not the guy?
I mean, I feel like Texans defense has been like super hot all year. And they especially got hot like pretty late in the season.
They had a good defense.
I'm pretty high on their defense too because fantasy football and I love them. I think Will Anderson's going to be like the next Myles Garrett. And Derek Stingley is going to be the next the
great cornerback.
Darrelle Revis. I'm
okay.
Yeah.
Very.
But I think Derek Stingley was the best corner drafted ahead of Ahmad Gardner. Not calling him sauce because he's not good. He's not saucy this year. But I feel like Derek Stingley and the Texans defense had their number, and they were just the better team that day.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the game, the Chargers had so many chances to extend on their lead in the beginning with C.J. Stroud throwing some turnovers. Herbert didn't play good. I think this is going to sound crazy from an Eagles fan, but I think this should show people that Dak maybe gets a little too much hate for his playoff woes. A lot of these quarterbacks don't always figure it out off rip. Like even Lamar got hated on for so long. I think when you're giving quarterbacks shit for playoff dropping, you need to look at the regular season, and you also need to understand that the playoffs is such a small sample size. Herbert has had 2 bad games, but I'm not giving up on him. Sam Darnold.
Well, Sam
He's
Darnold.
confusing. We'll get to him.
We'll get there.
He's confusing. He's confusing because he sucked for a while, and he's also maybe on he's on the top 3 situation.
Biggest Jeremy Linsanity run ever.
Yeah, I did say his Linsanity run is over. But yeah, Houston got it together. CJ found Nico. Herbert threw a couple backbreaking picks. He threw two.
Yeah.
He threw two really bad ones. The one off of Higbee, right? No.
What?
Who's the guy that dropped the pass for Herbert? Not Tyler Higbee.
Will Dissly.
Dissly.
Yeah.
White tight ends just get fumbled in my mind. That one wasn't all on Herbert, and also at the end he was just trying to make something happen.
He definitely did have a few there that wasn't his fault. Like
Quentin
Johnson
I think you give two 100. Well, they targeted Quentin 5 times, and he didn't catch 5 times.
Yeah.
He probably has the worst hands in the NFL next to Xavier Legette. Yeah, those guys are tough with their hands.
Well, Legette's also a rookie, and Quentin Johnson's been in the league for like 3 years.
2 years.
Oh,
right?
Same thing. I don't know.
This is second year. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep rolling. Steelers Ravens. I was saying that it'd be a blowout. The only reason that I had any reserves on it was because it's a divisional matchup. But what we thought would happen happened. Steelers offense sucks. What do you guys think about this game?
Ben, I'm gonna let you take this one. Out. Oh.
Okay.
What just happened?
Okay. I'll start it off.
Okay.
So, I feel like the Ravens, they were coming into the game without Zay Flowers. I feel like the Steelers were prepared for the run game, and the Ravens brought that run game. And I feel like the Ravens just had the better run game, honestly. No matter what defense you put against the Ravens' run game, I highly doubt that any team will be able to consistently stop it every single play. Because you got a guy like Derrick Henry and then Lamar Jackson. That's absolute power and grit. And then you got Lamar Jackson. You got read option. Make the right read. Lamar Jackson breaks off for like 20 yards. And boom.
Ben, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people just blow this game off because it's the Steelers and they just make the playoffs and they roll over and die. But, I mean, their defense has always been great. Their defense this year was great. And how the Ravens just literally just ran the ball down their throat for, 269 yards of rushing?
299.
Between Lamar.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting choice. That when you guys were watching, do you remember when they were doing the read option?
Yeah.
Their plan was to take away Derrick Henry. So T.J. Watt, they would usually run to the right. They would have read option right side, and T.J. Watt's job was to take away Derrick Henry and let the people behind him stop Lamar, and that didn't work. I've been on record saying that this is the greatest running back field of all time, quarterback running back. There's not an argument. Like they are the best, with Lamar being probably the best running quarterback, and Derrick Henry being one of the last great running backs. Yeah, it's really unstoppable. But I think that this game came down to if the Steelers were able to gonna get any offensive production. We knew that the Ravens were going to go through it. They knew their defense was good. Let's talk about Russ in this offense. And I think it stems also from the coaching. What do you guys want to do with Mike Tomlin? Let's do that.
I mean,
should they retain Mike? They said they're bringing him back for another year. But what would you guys do if you were in charge of that Steelers organization?
I mean, he's like the most consistent coach in the league. He's
also lost six first-round exits in a row.
I mean, yeah, that's also true. But you also got to look at it like this way. They had Arthur Smith calling plays.
He picked Arthur Smith to come.
I know.
He wanted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just have to look at the roster because I'm
Najee
not
Harris,
sure if any coach could have
Jalen Warren is better than
that
Najee.
team to.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah.
Their offense doesn't have really many pieces at all besides George Pickens. I mean, Freiermuth is all right. Russ, fun. I mean, obviously he was cut because he was pretty atrocious. But, I mean, he had a solid season. And my dad, who's a Steelers fan, he said he thinks they should have given Justin Fields a chance in the game.
I said,
Oh yeah.
When Russ was doing nothing.
there's a limiter. So you guys think they should retain Mike Tomlin?
Yeah.
I think they should because he's debatably one of the a top 3 coach in the league.
I agree that he's still a great coach. I think it's interesting. I was thinking about all of the great coaches, and Mike Tomlin has had the longest leash.
Yeah.
A lot of these coaches, once their quarterback leaves, it's over. Think about it. Drew Brees leaves, Sean Payton sees the writing on the wall, gets out of there. What happened to Bill Belichick after Tom Brady left? He had one chance with Mac Jones. He was fired. Pete Carroll. Gino was good, but after Russ left, he was gone.
I mean, Pete Carroll retired.
If you guys remember John Harbaugh? Well, yeah, he saw the writing on the wall and he retired. But do you remember John Harbaugh? He was on the hot seat, and then Lamar showed up.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin has survived through coaching, like from quarterback hell.
Yeah.
They want him. I don't know the way forward. Because do you guys think Justin Fields is going to raise this offense to what it needs to be?
I don't.
No.
In the run game, maybe, yeah. But the passing game, he's got to get.
Mike Tomlin won't tank.
Yeah.
So they are like the Chicago Bulls. They are stuck in this mediocrity where they'll make the playoffs. They'll be like a 10, 11, 9-win team, and they'll never win. And I think that's why Steelers want him gone. Because if they keep Mike Tomlin, even if you have maybe the worst offense in the league, the way he coaches of low risk, just defense, like beat it out, they keep making the playoffs and they'll never win anything. So I understand the argument of their ceiling is nothing and their floor is mediocrity. So you get rid of Mike and you actually fully tank. I get that idea because the Steelers are just going in circles. Their fans are done with it. Mike is still a good coach. It's just, what are they going to do? What's their future? Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to look at. I mean, no organization wants to tank, especially if, they have this decade plus winning season streak.
Yeah, but who cares if it doesn't mean anything? Like they don't need, like fans are done with the regular season, like just making the playoffs. They want to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback. That's it.
They need.
I mean,
I feel like they also need a running back too. They need a.
I think Jalen Warren will be good. I think Jalen Warren, Najee, that running back room actually isn't the worst.
But it could be a lot better because they used to have Le'Veon Bell.
That was
and then his whole deal happened.
And then James Conner.
Yeah, James Conner was good. Then they shipped him off.
A dog. Yeah, he's still great. Yeah. But that's enough Steelers talk. Let's move on to the next game. What was the next game? Was it Bills?
Bills
Broncos?
Yeah.
Yep.
I called it. I said they'd cover the spread. I said they'd kill them. The start of the game, you thought maybe the Broncos would do something because they got a broken coverage play, and then they didn't do anything the rest of the game. I actually don't even think Bo Nix played that bad of a game.
He kind of did.
I think you look. I really don't. I think he did.
I mean, I feel like it's just because they couldn't like produce on offense.
No, I mean, like they don't trust their offense, and that's the play calling. They ran it on first down so many times.
Yeah.
They were scared to throw the ball over 5 yards, and they lost the game like that. The idea, I understand the idea. Sean Payton, the way you win these upsets is you steal a possession or two, you control the time, you don't let you stop possessions from, you don't give Josh Allen the ball. So their idea was we're going to keep pounding the ball on the ground, barely picking up these third downs to keep the ball with them. And that's what they did. They stole a possession with that fake punt. They kept trying to get those long sustained drives. It just didn't work. And in the second half, the Bills' offense took over. Josh Allen made some insane plays out of structure, deep throws, finding people. James Conner was running. Josh Allen was running. And, they rolled through. The Broncos, their future, I don't know how good it looks because AFC isn't getting any easier.
Yeah.
But they have some good pieces. I actually I'm kind of a Bo Nix I'm not a Bo lever, and I didn't think this game was on him at all.
Yeah, because you look at his stats, he went 13 for 22. Josh
I understand,
Allen,
but it's not all. Yeah,
yeah, Josh Allen went 20 for 26
yeah. Josh Allen
from
is obviously
throwing,
insane.
but he also averaged like 10.5 points or passing yards average.
Yeah, no, he went crazy.
Yeah. But
I'm just kind of
obviously,
shocked that they weren't able to get the Bills' line kind of tightened up. That was what was
yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
But
I mean, like, I don't see why the Broncos don't win that. I feel like if it was any other team they faced, I feel like they beat whoever they faced.
you're saying the
Like,
Broncos?
yeah, the Broncos definitely could have beaten someone in, like, I feel like they definitely could have beaten, like,
The Steelers, maybe. That's it.
Steelers, maybe Texans.
I don't think. I think CJ played good enough, and I think their defense would stop the Broncos mid offense. I think it might have been a better game, but I don't think the Broncos could probably beat the Steelers. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think the Broncos are that good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not again. Yeah, I think that's enough on that team. Wait, who played next?
Packers.
Philly.
Is it the Super Bowl champions and the Packers?
Yep.
I'm joking. I'll talk a little bit on my team. Ooh, that offense is hot ass. That sucked. That offense was awful. The defense played about the best you can. They were able to stop the run except for that one Josh Jacobs like one drive where he just put it all on the line, his heart. But we stopped the run for most of the game. The corners, the safeties were great. We lost Nakobe Dean. Hope he gets better. That's a big loss. But we still got Zach Bond, who's the best linebacker in the league. I mean, the edge pressure from Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith came alive the last 5 weeks. Another Georgia guy. He got a couple sacks. That was awesome. We all know the defense is good. Let's talk about the offense. I want to only look at their third down play calling. They threw the ball only one time on third and more than 7. They were running the ball. They were running screens. They seemed not to trust Jalen. Kellen Moore did not trust Jalen to throw the ball. A.J. Brown had 1 reception for 10 yards.
Yep.
It was a bad – Green Bay defense is good. I want to give them a little credit. But if we want to win, Jalen needs to be better. I think the play calling needs to be better. And, that's about it. I see a bunch of people give Jalen excuses saying no one was open. That's probably not true. We went through 2 quarters without a reception. And the second we started getting receptions again, we scored. It was chipping away with Devonta, and then that crazy Goddard run where he just made somebody his little baby bitch. That was did you guys see that Goddard catch and run?
Yeah.
No, I was at dinner.
That he caught it probably 20 yards out. He put his head down, knocked a guy over, and then he just kind of stiff-armed the guy all the way to the end zone. It was sick.
Damn.
But Saquon's still great. Offensive line's still great. Jalen was also weird on scrambling, where he would break through like an open gap after a drop back. He would make it 3, 4, 5 yards, and then he'd turn around and go back to the line of scrimmage. He'd turn around when pressure was coming towards him. I think he was trying to protect himself, but he looked rusty. I see a lot of people freaking out saying it's over. Their offense is too bad. They're not going to win. This was a bad game. It was everyone getting back together. I'm still confident. I'm definitely confident against the Rams. I understand Matt Stafford is really good, but if there's any team that could probably slow down this offense, and if you guys do remember, this Rams game is when Saquon broke his record, his single game rushing record.
Damn. Yeah,
I think it was he 230 or something.
Because the Rams' rush defense isn't good.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot of Saquon. It's gonna be disgusting. But, Kenneth, do you have anything else to say on this?
Not really. All I know is that Saquon's the best running back in the league.
I'd love to hear it. I cannot low key.
I can't wait to draft him next year in fantasy.
I really. My dream playoff matchup is Ravens Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Because the first time around, Saquon got the best of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry really didn't get going.
Yeah.
But I think if the Ravens are rolling enough to the Super Bowl, and if we're rolling enough, or we're like our offense is based around Saquon, then it's not even going to be about Lamar Hurts. We already know
Oh, yeah.
Lamar is the best. It's going to be Saquon, Derrick Henry, this defense. Ooh, that would be sick. The bird teams.
Oh.
But yeah, that's all I got from the Eagles. Tough game for Green Bay. Jordan
Yeah.
Love did not look good. I still trust him. I still trust Jay Herbo to figure stuff out. But let's keep rolling. Next game, best game of the week.
Yep.
Commies Buck.
Yep. We were bowling during this game,
so the
we
game
weren't
was on,
really,
but we were also
yeah.
we were semi locked in. From what I've seen, you know that the the Commanders didn't punt the ball.
Yeah, they didn't punt
They
at
didn't
all.
punt the ball one time.
And
that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
Jaden is already a top 7, top 5 quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that. He is insane. He is so good.
Yep.
I trust him in big moments more than almost anybody in the league, except for maybe Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like, it might be them than him. He is that good in clutch moments. Speaking on the Bucks, their defense obviously was not as good as, like, I thought they were a better two-way team. Their defense did not hold up at all as much as they should have. I mean, you don't force one punt. I understand they did. There was just not a lot of possessions in this game. That's why it was so low scoring. They were able to get one turnover on downs, but I don't know. I guess their defense kind of did their job, actually.
Yeah.
More than I think about it. This was such a close margin game. I think it does come down to that Baker fumble.
Oh, yeah.
You can't lose it there. I think Baker actually played very good. Mike Evans was unbelievable this game. Mike Evans this might have cemented him as like number 5, 6 on like best receivers. He was cooking them. It was just Mike Evans down the field. They ran one play where it was you knew they were going to Mike Evans and it didn't matter. They were doubling him and he was able to get open. Baker found him in the end zone.
Yeah.
Baker just made that one single mistake that screwed them, and
that's why obviously that's what happens in tight games.
The Commies won on a field goal, crazy doinking in.
Yeah.
Those are all the games. Does anybody else have anything else on that Commies Bucks game?
We have the Rams Vikings.
Oh my God, I forgot about that stupid game.
Yep.
But yeah, it's crazy that Jaden Daniels led the offense in his first playoff game to no turnovers and no punts.
One turnover on down.
Yep.
Oh,
be fair.
Well, no, like fumble picks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's
he is very special.
He has done that.
He's great.
3 times already in his career, and
yeah, he's great.
And like Patrick Mahomes, I think Tom Brady, and they combined like I forgot the graphic, but they combined like I think Joe Montana. I'm not sure, but they all had that happen twice combined.
Yeah, and he's unbelievable. Jaden is better than I thought he would be. I thought he was going to be a poor man's Lamar, but he's himself, but he's great.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Rams. Vikings. Goal or whatever. Ben, do you have any ideas on this one?
I don't, because I didn't watch a single second of that. And I'm lucky I didn't. So
it's a good thing that you didn't.
How about the Rams offense? They opened up the game with just kind of driving down the field. Matt Stafford was finding Puka. They were running well with Kyron. Their offense is absolutely unbelievable. And it came down to, can this Vikings offense match them at all? And the answer was no. Sam Darnold poo-pooed his pants.
I feel like the Lions and Rams have cracked the code on Sam Darnold, Sammy D.
Well, what I said you have to get pressure on him. The Lions figured out you have to just rush him, because even if there's a little pressure, he'll throw it high, he'll throw it low, he'll miss his receiver, he won't read well. It doesn't matter if he has Jay Jettas, Hawkinson, and Jordan Addison with one of the best, like a really good O-line. I guess the O-line did kind of fall. The O-line has fallen apart a little bit the last 2 games, but yeah. I mean, the Rams played a great game. the Vikings didn't get anything on offense. They finished with 9 points. They didn't even it was near the end of the game, but they were down 3 possessions and it was 4th down and they didn't even go for it. It was like them giving up. It was just so sad. The Vikings went out sad.
Yeah.
I still think the future is okay because they still have a good defense and they have possibly better quarterback play with McCarthy possibly. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think they'll still be a good team next year with this defense and weapons. But what do you guys think they should do with Sam Darnold?
Ben, you got this one.
I think the decision was made a lot easier after the must-win game last week, and then this game this past week. I think you let Sam Darnold walk and turn towards JJ McCarthy. I don't know what his market's going to be like. Sam Darnold, that is.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any destination potential places, but
I have.
there are quite a few.
What do you think? Where are they saying he's going to go,
QB
Kenneth?
I saw a graphic saying that he could return to the Minnesota. He could go to Vegas. I saw the Niners up there. On that graphic.
I guess because he's like a cheaper Brock Purdy.
Niners?
Yeah, the Niners to like be a bridge guy.
Because Brock Purdy might get paid too.
Yeah.
Wait, imagine Brock Purdy on the Vikings. I think Brock Purdy's just better Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah.
That would make me think the Vikings are better. Brock Purdy still has his limitations, but he's a better runner. He can layer it over the middle of the field. He might have trouble. Sam Darnold does have a pretty deep ball that he just wasn't able to connect on. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is tough. Thank gosh we're not in the. We don't have to choose to pay Sam Darnold or Brock Purdy. We don't have to make those decisions.
Oh yeah.
That would be tough. Okay, let's
all of
quickly
our
turn
teams
around.
have our quarterbacks of the future.
My team doesn't have a quarterback of the future. We got a molester.
DTR.
DTR is not gonna do shit.
No, he's not. He's pretty bad.
And do you want to talk about y'all promoting your QB coach, the OC?
I don't even know anything about him. I'm gonna be honest. All I saw is that the Browns moved up, I guess, one of our offensive coordinators. We got a new one. I feel like he'll do better. He'll make us better. Because obviously he coached one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, and that's Jameis Winston Mayfield? And Deshaun Watson.
Was he with Baker?
Was he with Baker?
Who cares?
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I feel like he'll help us be better. I did say I predicted that we would sign like a young guy to be our offensive coordinator, and I think he's pretty young.
He's one of the youngest OCs in history. He's 32.
We'll see what they cook up because I think this Browns offense could look very different after the draft is over.
Oh yeah. Especially if we draft Travis Hunter, I feel like we can make a playoff run.
What? That is bold. I'll say that. Okay, want to keep rolling to a little bit of predictions?
Oh yeah.
Texans Chiefs.
Texans Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Wow.
Ben?
It's
Chiefs.
Biggest Chiefs hater picks the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the Chiefs. All I'll say is that the Texans, with the edge pressure they get, especially against this, the Chiefs' line isn't perfect. It's good. They're just a little confusing. They could definitely be susceptible to getting edge pressure from the Houston Texans. And if C.J. Stroud and Nico just find it, this might be a better game than people are thinking. People are saying, the Chiefs just got blessed that they get to play the Texans. I don't know. This Texans defense is firing, and C.J., though he made some mistakes, he can still make out-of-structure plays. He can still run the ball. They still have Joe Mixon. I mean, I'll pick the Chiefs, but I think it'll be closer than people think.
But I mean,
Okay, next game.
Patrick Mahomes is also like the quickest. He has like the quickest snap to throw. So I feel like no matter what edge pressure you get, he's going to be able to make a play, and he's able to
be
like,
roughing the passer even if he does get hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everyone has the Chiefs. I was just saying that this game might be closer.
I feel like it'll be close.
Yeah.
Because it's also the playoffs.
Next, the next game is the Lions Commanders. What do you guys think about this one?
I feel like Jaden Daniels and the Commanders will definitely. It'll be a high-scoring game. I'm thinking like 34-36.
Wow.
Or 35-36 with the Lions 2-point conversion to win it.
Wow. That's crazy. That's bold. I'll remember that.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Please do. That's crazy. Ben?
I got Lions.
Oh, I got the Lions too.
It's gonna be like 42-13.
Okay. Whoa.
Wow.
That's very different. Close. That's very different. Write it down. We're only gonna do score predictions for this game.
You said what? What was it?
42-13.
42-13.
That's crazy. Okay.
What's your prediction?
I had the Lions.
Lions.
I think the Commanders are going to make it a game. I think Jaden's very good. I have the Lions winning 33-27. I think this Lions offense will absolutely roll through this okay to mid Commanders defense. I still think
their run defense is 30th in the league.
Yeah, and I feel like the Lions run the ball with so much ease. It's ridiculous. I mean, the Lions. I think they're going to win. I think Jaden will make it a fight. I don't think the Lions want to play the Commanders. I think they would. Would they rather? I think they'd rather play
Minnesota.
Would have been the Rams.
Minnesota or LA.
It would have been the Rams. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It would have been really cool to see a Rams Lions rematch, but
yeah,
that's not what's happening. Okay, and then next game is the Eagles Rams. Anybody picking against the Eagles?
No.
Ben?
I think me and Ben are rocking with the Eagles all the way.
I think it stems from we might have the best defense in the league. So even though I think they'll have some offensive firepower, we'll be able to stop that. And it's the Saquon game, just like it was in the regular season. Hopefully I think the offense will look a little better, at least throwing the ball.
Oh yeah.
I think we saw like the floor. I don't even think Jalen played the worst. I think he played bad, but it wasn't his worst game this season. He looked like he was still on concussion protocol, and we just trotted him out there.
I mean, they
didn't press him throw the ball.
He did practice late in the week.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be back rolling. I think we win by over 7 points. I think we'll win by a touchdown, more than a touchdown. So around a touchdown. I don't know. Okay, and then next we have Game of the Week, folks. Game of the Week.
Yep.
Kenneth, who do you have? Bills Ravens is the game, by the way.
I feel like this one's going to be really tough.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough one to pick.
It's probably... The Bills are the first time in like 52 home games they're not favored to win.
Crazy.
And I'm on the Real Sports app. Not sponsored, by the way. The Real app for sports. We're not sponsored, obviously. If y'all want to sponsor us, hit me up.
Yes.
And I just picked the winner. I picked the Buffalo Bills, and 58% of people on the Real app, which is like 4.4 thousand people, picked the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Bills.
Pretty even.
And 3.1 thousand people picked the Bills, which is also equal to 42% if you do the math from 58 to 42.
There you go.
Thank you.
Ben, who do you have winning this?
I still really haven't decided. I mean, on the sports books. It's a pick 'em, at least last time I checked. But
It is.
I mean, in my projections, last episode I had the Bills winning this game, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think they had equally impressive performances in the first round,
Yep.
but I think I just have to give the edge to Buffalo being at home, and yeah,
I think, obviously, I'm still rolling with the Ravens. I said the Ravens are making it all the way to the Super Bowl. I think that maybe one of the keys to this game is that after, I think, the bye week for the Bills, like the last 7-8 weeks, they've been top 10 in run defense. They got fully healthy, and if you look at the end of the season, they're a top 10 run defense, which
Yeah, because
is
their bye week came after their absolutely atrocious loss to the
yeah.
Ravens.
Their run defense has been playing better. They're fully healthy. Matt Milano is holding down that linebacker core. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of the absolute walloping that they gave them the first game. I cannot wait to see the two MVP candidates fight each other out. When does the MVP get announced?
For the Super Bowl.
So it'll be okay. So
the
everyone's already,
Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
has people already voted on it?
I think they do.
Yeah, I think they do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Still, I mean, it's gonna be a great week
Yeah.
of football. It'll be better than the wild card week.
Hopefully.
Just run it down. I have the Chiefs winning, the Lions winning, the Eagles winning, and the Ravens winning. Kenneth?
I have the Chiefs,
Yep.
Lions, Eagles, and Bills winning.
Got you.
And I have the same thing as Kenneth.
Cool. I did not pick one upset. That's awesome. That'll always go well. I guess
Yep.
Lions Bills is tough, but
You mean Bills Ravens?
that's the one. That's what I said.
Yep.
Okay. News around the league. Mike Vrabel is now the head coach of the Patriots. You guys have any thoughts on this?
I saw a conspiracy that Mike Vrabel didn't take a coaching job this past season because he already knew they would give him the job. Because apparently in
All that
Bill Belichick's contract, it said when
contract.
he left,
Gerard
then,
Mayo.
yep.
Which is
And
weird.
so,
I feel bad for Gerard. I
I know,
mean,
right?
what are you supposed to do, man? Like, you have one of the worst teams in the league, and you've not even a year to turn it around. You have 1 year basically. It's weird. I feel bad for Gerard, but I think Mike Vrabel is gonna bring that class and the respect back
The
to the
grit.
Patriots organization.
Oh,
yeah, just like the gritty mindset. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. No, but I do think Mike Vrabel is going to be on top of people. They're not going to be. It's going to be extremely buttoned up. Everyone's going to be held accountable. I think Mike Vrabel, going back to the team he played for, I do think he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that he only had 10 catches and all 10 were for touchdowns in his Patriots career?
I didn't know that. I did not see that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a beast. But yeah, I like Mike Vrabel. Do you think Gerard Mayo gets picked up anywhere for any type of coordinator position or anything?
Probably coordinator.
Got you. Who needs one? Who knows? Oh, we don't care.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh yeah, just quick last thing. Do you think if Mike Tomlin does leave after next year, because they already said he was going to sign him for another year, if it's another year of mediocrity, where would you want him to go to head coach? Where do you want him to go to head coach? Or coach anywhere? Do you think he'll get a head coach position?
I feel like he will, for sure, because...
He'll definitely. Cowboys?
Do you hear they're fucking bringing on Dion?
No.
You haven't heard that?
No, I've seen it, but I don't think they
Gosh,
should.
that'd be so stupid.
Oh,
I can't believe that's even a conversation.
I know.
How about that? That NFC East might be crazy next year, though. Healthy Cowboys, Eagles, Commies, and the Giants.
New
can
QB
be
Giants?
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know what the Giants are going to do.
Shador-led Giants?
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. Get rid of Brian. What's his name?
Brian Dable?
Dable. Yeah,
Bring in
and
Dion.
bring in Dion. Both of them. No, that's division in the league. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all of our football talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben, do you
Minus
want to
the-
go over your little? You got a little quiz for us, don't you?
Yep. I have
Let me
Ben's
get a-
trivia.
Let me get a tally real quick. For the
A tally for what?
for
Kenneth
the
is going to
for the
be my
scores.
scorekeeper. Yes, I'm no longer rock
okay,
climbing.
okay.
I'm now packing.
Gotcha.
How it's going to work is similar to last time where Andrew gave us a list of 7 players and we just had to tell him
Yeah.
what team they're currently on. I did the same thing, but for the NFL.
Yep.
They have 8 players each, and they get 1 point if they tell me what position they play, and they get 2 additional points if they tell me the team they're currently on. So, I'll turn this to y'all. Do you want to go back and forth 1 and 1, or do you just want to go down the list? One person does their whole thing.
I'm still finding a scoreboard.
Okay, well, Andrew, I'll just go down the list for you.
Okay.
I'll tell you the player, you get 1
Yep.
point, or you can get
For
up
the
to
team,
3
1 point
points.
for the position.
You get 1 guess at the
Yep.
position, and you get 1 guess at the team, but if you guess a team that they've previously been on, you get to
my God.
re-guess.
Fantastic.
So, first player is Frank Gore Jr.
Is this historic?
No, current.
Frank Gore is currently playing.
Frank Gore Jr.
Oh, Frank Gore Jr. I have no
Yes.
fucking clue.
Can you guess the position?
Running back.
Ding, ding, ding.
Isn't that what 2 points you said? For it?
1.
1.
One.
And then
Kenneth,
it's
where does Frank Gore play?
Bills. Buffalo.
Yep.
No.
Frank Gore Jr. plays on the Bills.
Yep.
Yes.
Is he their third string?
He's
Yeah.
like on the practice
Okay.
squad.
4th. Yeah.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to know that? Okay, keep going.
Because he's Frank Gore's son. All right, next you have Kadero Hodge.
Is he a DB? No, he's a running. No, he's a wide receiver. Right?
Are we giving you that?
No, you don't have
said
to give it
DB.
to me. I'm right though. He's a wide receiver, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll give you that.
Wait, okay.
What
Sure.
team? What team?
The Houston Texans.
No. It's the Atlanta Falcons. He is a Pro Bowler
Heard?
for
Really?
special teams. For special teams. Yeah. And next you have Malik Hooker.
Who? I don't know who that is. I heard the name before.
Any
He
guess
played
of the
for
position?
Dallas.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew that.
How many points is that? 3?
2.
1.
Oh.
2.
And then what position?
He's on the defense, right?
Can't give you that.
I'll call him a safety.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Holy shit!
You got
What a
all
fool.
3
What a
I
points.
knew he was
fool.
on defense. I was in between DB and safety. Okay, keep rolling.
Adam Troutman.
You were cutting it out. Say it again.
Adam Troutman.
Adam Trellman. Yeah, this is where I fall off.
Trotman.
This sounds like an offensive lineman. Did I get it right? Oh.
No.
Who? Sounds like a guy in the AFC. Browns. I don't know.
I thought you got it. It's the Broncos. He's
Oh.
a tight end.
Is he a backup? Who's their? I don't know who their tight end is actually.
He is one of their main guys.
Okay,
Like
keep
him
going.
and Greg Dulcich.
Yeah.
Dulcich.
Next you have Sion Vakai.
Sion Vakai.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. This is the only one I don't recognize their name. The end.
No. Team?
Uh, Texans. I don't fucking know.
No. He's the running back 4 for the Lions.
Okay.
What? Oh. Yeah.
I know starters. I don't know back.
Yeah. Next you have Jeff Okuda.
That sounds very familiar.
Hmm.
Jeff Okuda.
Okuda.
Okuda?
Yeah.
Is he a CB cornerback?
Yes.
I think this is an. Is he? Is he the Chargers?
No.
Oh, cool.
He's on the Texans. He was on the Falcons last year. He was drafted 4th overall by the Lions.
Okay. Any more?
You have 2 more. Sean Tucker.
That's a white guy. I know that. It's not a white guy?
No.
Fuck. I was gonna say punter because I thought it's like a punter name.
Nah.
It's
not a white guy.
If you care, it's spelled
Sean
Sean.
What'd you say?
If it changes anything, it's spelled Sean.
Yeah,
instead of SWA.
it's a white version of Sean.
Fuck. If he's black, shouldn't wait. Then he can play any position. Interior D line.
Ooh.
No.
Left tackle. No. Oh, okay, whatever. Keep going. Who is it? I mean, the team. I have not guessed anything from. He's on the Colts.
No.
Damn it.
He's the 3rd string running back for the Buccaneers.
Oh my god. Okay.
Finally, you have Avante Maddox.
That's on the Eagles, you fucker.
What position?
he's a cornerback, or he also is in special teams. Yeah. Don't do that to me. I know.
Is that's a ding ding ding? Triple ding?
That's everything for Andrew.
So, I know my team. Don't do that.
So Andrew finished off with 9 total points.
Yippee!
Okay. Now, Kenneth, you have your 8. Start off with Kelvin Beachum.
Oh.
Kenny B.
Oh.
Kenny Beachum.
Yes.
Kenny Beachum. Thank you.
He sounds like a D lineman.
My phone's at 2%, so I'm about to mute myself and charge and just listen to this.
Okay.
Heard.
Well, damn. We'll take a long shot.
Get a shot up.
We'll take a long shot. Shot clock's count down. I'll take Raiders.
That's incorrect. He's on the Cardinals.
Oh, damn.
Next, you have Marshawn Lloyd.
That's Green Bay Packers running back.
Yep, that's correct. 3 points.
Dialed.
Next, you have Keaton Mitchell.
Keaton Mitchell.
Yep.
Running back for the Baltimore Ravens, 3rd string.
That is also correct. Next, you have Shaq Thompson.
Shaq Thompson, that's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
No.
Wasn't he a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, though?
You're thinking of Shaq Barrett.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh. But he's an No. Shaq Thompson, right?
Yeah.
He's an offensive lineman.
No.
No.
I think you're thinking of Shaq Mason now.
No.
Shaq Thompson's a linebacker for the Panthers.
Oh, now I know. Yeah.
All right. Next, you have Mercedes Lewis.
Mercedes Lewis is a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yep.
Drafted by the Packers, though. That's
maybe.
I know you thought I was gonna say Packers. 'Cause
I
he's
don't know
not-
if he was drafted by the Packers.
I don't know if he was either. I might have pulled that out of my ass. So as of right now, the score is 9-9.
You have 3 more left.
And I have 3 more left to get at least one.
One of these is a layup, so at least the position is. Next, you have Geno Stone.
Geno Stone? That's a cornerback.
No.
Oh, was he a safety?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of him before. I've heard his name. I know. Is he a Seahawk?
He is not.
Oh.
He's a Bengal.
Oh, damn.
Next you have Tomlinson. Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's an offensive lineman.
No.
Oh. Is he a D lineman then?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm selling. He's on the Vikings,
No, he is not.
but wasn't he on the Vikings though? Am I
I'm looking up.
feel like he was on the Vikings at some point.
He was for 1 year.
That means I get another guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue. Ugh. Ugh. Um. I'd want to say he might be a Brown.
That is correct.
Oh, what a pull.
What a Browns fan you are. And finally you have A.T. Perry.
A.T. Perry is a New Orleans Saint wide receiver.
Not anymore. He is a wide receiver. But he's not on the Saints anymore.
What? He was literally on the team this year. What? Wait. Huh? Oh, he's a Texan.
That is incorrect.
What?
He is a Bronco.
Oh my, when? When did he become a Bronco?
1 day ago?
Are you kidding me?
Bruh.
No.
I feel like I gotta get that.
Oh wait, no. He signed on the Broncos practice squad October 8th, but wasn't
Okay.
elevated during the regular season.
Okay, makes sense.
But you won by what?
3 points.
3? Yeah.
What about? I felt pretty good about myself. I am not an NFL deep ball knowledge person, and I got a couple of those right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Did you know any of those that I gave Kenneth?
Nope.
You didn't know Mercedes Lewis?
I know all those names. Also, I thought it was funny that for Geno Stone, he picked the Seahawks because of Geno Smith.
No.
No? Okay. That's what I thought.
I just thought he was on the Seahawks.
I know Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah.
I do know him.
Shout out fantasy football.
Exactly. That's
You
about
didn't
it.
know Marshawn Lloyd?
No, I don't. I did not know Marshawn Lloyd.
I've heard. Well,
I think we're coming to the end here. I just got to say a couple things about the NBA, because obviously the NBA is still rolling. We had some great matchups. OKC Cavs was awesome. The Cavs stay rolling. A quick Sixers talk. Good gosh. I guess Embiid's hurt again. I don't know what to do with that. Paul George still sucks. He's washed. Maxi's hurt. It's all over. Our future sucks. We need to kill Paul George to get off his contract. Okay. Other than that, on a more
And
positive
then
note, okay. Oh no, I have
we
one.
do have our very first meet and greet going on this Sunday. If you
What?
guys are in the Milwaukee area, I
Oh
will
my
be at the Bucks game.
god.
If you see me, just say what's up, and we can talk, chop it up. We can take a picture.
That's
Yeah.
a great shout out. That's
Yep.
awesome. On a more positive note, I still love all the NBA, not just the Sixers. I'm gonna go over my top 5 contenders. I'll just roll into it. If you guys have any thoughts of it, stop me. At number one, I still have the Celtics. They've been kind of
Yeah.
falling ish, but I understand that a lot of people are talking about after a team wins a championship, we give them the utmost respect and sometimes don't focus on their flaws. But the Celtics
Kenny
just feel
Beecham.
that I've seen other people talk about it too. But yeah, Kenny Beecham has been on that. But the Celtics feel different to me. They're just that good. It's ridiculous. They're starting five. Their depth is unfair. So I still have the Celtics one, and the only guys that I was considering was OKC, but OKC
Who
is
should be
cemented
number
at
two.
two. They're cemented at number two. They have maybe one of the best defenses in the league, and they still don't have Chet back. Shai Alexander, I think, is my MVP right now. But it's close to Nikola. I definitely see an argument for Nikola. It's close. It is neck and neck for me. Third, this is
Mm.
where it gets a little harder, but I have the Cavs. They're on a ridiculous run right now. Everyone feels like they've figured stuff out. Darius Garland is playing great. Evan Mobley is one of my favorite players in the league. I think he might be the best defensive player next to Wemby. The only difference is I think he's a little bit better with wings and guards because he's still 7 feet tall. The Cavs are ridiculous. Four again, this 4 and 5 spot. I feel like there's multiple teams that could be interchangeable, but I have the Knicks. I think that they've been kind of skittish, and there's been
Cat,
problems.
Cat's been insane.
Yeah, Cat's been insane, and Jalen Brunson, OG, and McHale have played better than their recent play. Cat is ridiculous. I do the trade 10 times over. When you get into a playoff series with them, it's going to be hard. Like
Yeah.
even Jalen Brunson even said a little while ago, he's like, I'm tired, like because Tibbs is playing them so much. But when it comes down to the playoffs, it's not good. That stuff isn't going to matter. It's not going to be this constant like 82 game season. It's going to be 7. Their offense is going to be crazy. I like Jalen Brunson when it slows down in the playoffs. OG has been bad shooting. It doesn't matter. McHale has found his shot for a while, and obviously he was torching from the mid range on Christmas night. That was a while ago, but that's just it comes to mind that he actually found a spot a little. Josh Hart is still great. Deuce McBride is still a good role player, but yeah, I have them at 4, and for 5, I was in between a couple teams, but I decided I'm penciling in the Nuggets still, just because I
Wow.
respect Nikola Jokic that much. I think he is probably still the best player in the world. Russ has looked good. I still think that they can find their stride with Jamal if he plays better. He's had parts of the season where he plays better, but Russ has been that unbelievable. When Russ starts, they're like 10-2 or 10-3. He's been great. They've unlocked. Nikola has unlocked Russ. It's awesome to see, and they still have like Aaron Gordon, MPJ, and Jamal to fall back on. They've not been fully healthy, but I still have the Nuggets there. Right off, I have the Mavericks, and I have the Bucks, and I have the Magic. Okay, that's it for the NBA talk. Kenneth, I think it is Kenneth's advice corner, advice of the day time, and then I think we're out of here.
All right. Today isn't going to be long as it was last week for the advice of the day, but my personal advice of the day is to just enjoy what you're doing currently with like who you're with, what you're doing. Like if you don't feel like you're doing enough, then that just means like you're not enjoying what you're doing. So then pick up something new, or like just learn to enjoy things, because if you don't stop to look around for a while, you will miss it. You know? Shout out to the Ferris Bueller's Day Off for that quote.
Yeah, that's Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite quotes from a movie. But you just gotta slow yourself down. You gotta realize that you are going to miss everything if you just go too fast, and you just gotta enjoy it while you can, because life is just 10%. It's not even like 10%, but it's like 1% of your life is going to be remembered. And no matter what you do, don't let anybody stop you from doing what you want to do, and just continue going and enjoy it while it lasts, because you never know when it's going to end.
Great.
Thank you.
Good advice. Awesome.
And one quote, I was watching Baby Reindeer with Gwen.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
One of the characters said, some people run away by packing their bags. Other people run away by standing in the same place for too long. So I'll leave that with y'all.
Bars.
Interpret that.
Baby Reindeer was a great documentary show. If you didn't watch it, we're not sponsored by that at all.
Netflix.
We're not sponsored by Netflix, but I
No,
will
we
suggest.
Have you seen it, Kenneth?
I have seen it. It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. And
Are we having a little unplugged section here?
It feels like it. I
yeah.
can't really interject, but I have seen stuff on TikTok. I get the idea. I get what happens.
It's about some dude getting
crazy
stalked,
lady
getting stalked, and then he tries
some
to
linebacker.
He tries to like run
and
away.
And the it's based on a true story, and the guy it happened to is the one.
Yeah, he's the actor. Yeah,
he's playing himself.
It's insane.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah,
and I would recommend it if you have Netflix. I think it came out last year.
It did.
It's new.
Yeah,
and it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
awesome.
Thank you guys for watching or listening to this episode of the Taste Buds podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe and vote for us as the best basketball podcast.
Yeah, we were not nominated. Next year.
Nope. Yep, we're coming for your numbers on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, Club Shay Shay, watch your back.
Yeah, coming for you, Nightcap.
This is our shortest podcast yet.
That's pretty good.
Yep. An hour and 10 minutes, roughly.
Just there you go.
Well,
hey guys, let's say goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.
Right.
Everybody.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Okay,
love you guys.
And okay, bye.
Like and subscribe.
Love you guys.
All right.